What's up, traders? Back again for another trade review. After a pretty slow week of trading personally, I had a really busy week in the office, so I didn't make too many trades. This trade we're about to review comes from Friday. It was a bull domination day, as I like to call it. It's one of my main setups for my playbook. This is off the back of really strong internals, which is something that Shadow Trader has been. I've been watching his videos for quite some time, as well as in the community and chart guys. There's a bunch of people that seem really proficient with using that as a clear market signal. This comes off of the back of that really strong close on Thursday. We were still looking for some initial consolidation for bulls to then take out and close above high a day prior and the overnight high. Two really key levels for me. And again, they're all based off of internals for my aggression on the entry. I will note next week I should be back to kind of full strength. I had a little bit of computer issues over the last week and a half. That's why I didn't have a video last week, but hopefully I'll be back to regular currency consistency, going forward. So without further ado, let's get in the trade. If you have any questions, feel free to just hit in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you next week. All right, so let's get into the trade. Hey, what's up, guys? It is May 13th. It's my trade review for this morning. Just one trade this morning. It's pretty simple. Let me take you through it. So I haven't been trading much this week, at least the last 2 days, really. I traded a bit on Wednesday, but nothing yesterday. Just because it's been so busy with work, and I know I'm behind on catching up with some trade reviews, so I'm looking forward to doing that shortly. But on this trade, so yesterday, end of day, we saw that nice hourly pump on the hourly. Already said that. On NAS and SPX, we knew that we needed an hourly trend change or at least to see some initial consolidation, and then a break of the overnight highs for bulls to see any follow through on the potential bounce day that Dan pointed out really nicely yesterday. So into this morning, if we were going to have a really strong gap up open and if we had a clear level to look short off of, I was definitely looking to be an aggressive bear. Even if we looked for, a 15-minute lower high while holding around where we opened in the morning. But we did. We started to sell off into the open in pre-market. So we started selling off here. I have the high and low of day prior marked off in blue. So as soon as we broke the low of day yesterday, and on NAS futures, so I can pull these over here. If we go to 4 hour, I thought, okay, well, we're going to need 4 hour consolidation in order to see the bounce day really get going. Otherwise, I don't like longs up here. I would have started looking top fishes if we still saw this 4 hour stair step kind of continue into today. So as soon as we broke the preceding 4 hour candles low, I thought, okay, most bullish scenario is this is our 4 hour higher low, or even like our hourly higher low, or not even really, like 15-minute higher low. Let's look at that. Yeah, 15-minute lower low. I knew that it's entirely possible for bulls on these kind of bounce days to have this wick low into consolidation, not really setting like a true higher low, and then V-shaping into high a day, or just being strong into the high a day. And it was internals that also gave me this clue that today was that potential setup. So let me get there. Yeah, this is the 4 hour wick below this level, which is a prior support. I was thinking it, and then it was resistance. I was thinking it could act as a support level today, which it kind of did around that zone. So anyways, let's go back to QQQ. So on the sell-off, we had the sell-off on QQQ. I have Apple on the right. I'll get to why that's important in a second. We had Apple pull back on the 5-minute, and I was watching internals. So I got internals layered in behind here. I usually have this on a different monitor, but I pulled them down for now. So we had Bitcoin starting the daily bounce today. So I thought, okay, good possibility we see market bounce. We had ADD and ADDQ open extremely strong, over 2,000, right? We didn't know if this was going to be pinned in the first 5-10 minutes, but I thought in the opening frame, we have an extremely strong ADD and ADDQ, which is definitely out of character for the last few days and even the last few weeks. It's an extremely strong opening range. I also like The breadth for NASDAQ up here and NYSE down below, extremely strong bull to bear volume coming into the market, extremely strong. If you look back at the last couple of days, this is noticeably different, right? So I thought, okay, well, and this was immediately in the first 10 minutes when I was looking or observing that sell-off and thinking, okay, well, it's a possibility, given how strong these internals are, that we could see a strong dip buy. So I wanted to be open for that possibility. But because I didn't have a clear level to play off of, like I pointed out that white line on NAS, that's a potential level, but it wasn't as clear for me to play. I just zoomed into the 2 minutes or the 1 minute. What was it? This is 2 minute, 2 minute, 1 minute. So here we had the sell-off, we had the bounce, we had a little rejection from high a day in VWAP, and we started to pull back nice and healthy and tight on the 1 minute. Inside bar, bear break. On this bear break, I fished quickly off of low of day. I risked about a third of a day loser. Definitely wish, obviously hindsight's 2020, I wish I had a bigger position given how strong the market is and given how strong internals are, but it's a good something to journal and to take note on. Maybe I can look to size these a little bit more aggressive, looking maybe a half day loser risk or something. So anyways, on the and then from there, bulls pretty much just had full strength. Internals continued to be extremely strong. Add and add Q proved that they were being pinned, holding above that 2,000 mark. Bull volume, both in NYSE and NASDAQ, continued to be extremely strong, and we saw this grinding action advance. One other thing I'll point out on internals is UVIXI. I love UVIXI as a tool as it's usually counter the market. So I usually like it for timing bottom fishes and top fishes. I was looking for any signal that bears could have a sneaky attack. If there was some kind of a descending wedge or something on UVIXI, that's a potential reversal structure and a cue that bears may be able to mount a counterattack and to see some consolidation in the markets. But that wasn't the case. We had an extremely grindy price action on UVIXI into the morning as we saw price continue to reject from these EMAs, never really getting oversold on some of these smaller time frames until we had this bounce just recently here. So just going back into management, I sold a third of my position into and just over high day resistance at that time, just for risk management. Stop moved up from low a day to this 2 minute higher low now that we had this trend change. And then I sold a bit more into here, into the 297s. I was trading TQQQ. And then on my final third, I sold a bit more up into as we approached 300 resistance. And here, there was really just about managing my stop. So I was about, I would say I had a 1/6 position here, taking being a bit aggressive and taking profit, admittedly. So I started riding on the 2 minute higher low because the 15 minute was having a stair step. 2 minute higher low, 2 minute higher low. I gave it a bit of room here because it was looking like it wanted to 5 minute bull flag. And this is where Apple came into play. We were at this hourly resistance level from this key level from yesterday. And we hadn't really seen much consolidation. So after we consolidated and flagged, of course, now we're seeing follow through. But then I eventually got stopped out in my final position up here as we saw this 2 minute higher low get lost. So I guess that's it for my review. If you have any questions, holler in the thread below. And looking forward to getting back to some regular trading hours next week. All right, see ya. Peace.